Something to remember about beliefs is that we don't know what all of our beliefs are, and it's hard sometimes to recognize that what we are experiencing is all just a projection of our beliefs. And so sometimes I do it to myself even, like you have doubts around something and you can say like, well, no, it's just, this is how it works. Like all this evidence is showing me that there's no reason I should trust that I can have what I want, because I've literally never experienced it. It's always been the opposite. And there's all these experiences, and all my friends have this experiences, and everyone I know and all over the internet, it says the same thing. And it's just so true. And then you have to stop and question, like, is it that this thing keeps happening, or there's this pattern in your experience, so it only makes sense to believe that that pattern is fact? Or is it that you've had the belief in that pattern for so long that you have perpetuated that projection of that experience over and over and over again, to the point that you've experienced it so many times because you've held the belief for so long and you forgot that you were believing it? But it's like the proof we're looking for to say that, no, what I believe is true is cyclical. It's based on the fact that you ever believed it to begin with. So it's really easy to see, I find, like in other people, how they're projecting these like repeated patterns in their life. I know for me, like just being trained in hypnotherapy and like mindset stuff, like it's so obvious in so many circumstances where I can just see people like, oh, I wish you could see what I see, because it's so clear how you're creating, unfortunately, like creating this problem by perpetuating this belief. But Lord knows I do it to myself too. And every now and then I just have to sit with myself and ask myself why I have the problem I have. I ask myself, like, why am I creating this? And if I go from the assumption that this is a creation of mine, not in like a blaming kind of way, but in a curious kind of way, I always have an answer. It always comes down to something. Usually, just past experiences that I forgot really impacted me. And then I realized like how long I have been carrying this belief. And if I created it way back when, it's unsurprising that I've had the same pattern my whole life, because I've always had that belief. So hope that makes sense, but just a little reminder that when you feel like you're at your wit's end and you're like, no, I'm ready to give up. Like I just don't have faith in this desire or goal. That's your opportunity to say, okay, the thing that why I think this can't work is up to me to understand where that came from, because I refuse to accept that this can't work. There's something deeper. And if you look at it like that, you will find the answer. And you can let it go. Okay, wishing you the very best. Take care.